Ethereum price is hanging by a knife edge. Are we about to see it tumble further below even these lows that we put in over the last couple of weeks? It all hangs in the balance. Let's dive into it, guys. So jumping into the Ethereum chart, you can see something very significant has been happening in this area. So what is it exactly that's been happening here? It all plays out as well with the Bitcoin chart. We've obviously had very bullish news for crypto over this last week compared with the FTX drama that we've been seeing more recently. Now this area through here, guys, as you can tell from previously when we dumped down, jump back into it, is solid resistance. Previously, before that, it was solid support, which is indicating what a key area that we are currently sat in right now on the Ethereum on the 4-hour chart. Now, something that has me a little bit alarmed if we're jumping into smaller time frames is basically what happened once we got into this zone. Now, the wicks like this, guys, and this one here, and in fact this one here, show a good deal of selling pressure, okay? When you get pushes up towards the upside and then suddenly they're quickly sold off like this, it shows that it's pushing into an area that people have already got predefined sells in place. So it's automatically triggering sells every time it tries to get above $1,300 or near to $1,300. And you can see over the last day or so, we've started to push down like this, showing that the sells are coming in even lower each time, which is not very bullish at all for the Ethereum price. What we really need to see in this shorter space of time is a push back into this area and beyond, securing this as support, and then we're going to see a further push, if that is to happen at all. Before we jump in and look at potential for where Ethereum will be going or price predictions for the Ethereum price, let's take a look at Bitcoin, guys. But before we do that, guys, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button. Thanks very much for doing it. It helps me get this content to more people, and it only takes just a second of your time. Have you done it yet? Okay, cool. Right, so jumping to Bitcoin. As you can see, guys, I've entered into a short position on Bitcoin. Ethereum looking like it's going to follow suit. Now, Bitcoin obviously was putting in these higher lows each time, indicating an uptrend. What had me going in for a sell was this big wick towards the upside. Obviously, I had that news yesterday, which shows this swing, which ultimately at the top of an area like this is a very bearish move. Unfortunately, we've then seen us push down lower, and we put in a lower high, this orange circle indicating the lower high, okay? When we're getting lower highs, guys, ultimately we then are moving into a short-term bear trend. And right this second on the 1-hour chart for Bitcoin, guys, something very significant has happened. We've just had this push up into this area. Now we've had a doji candle, a couple of doji candles coming in. It would not shock me at all if Bitcoin is going to push back down towards this zone, which is only about $100 less than it is at the moment. But that would indicate after this push up towards the upside, bit of a liquidity grab, and then a further push will be coming down into this area, in my opinion. So obviously the target you can see I've got on here for Bitcoin is all the way back down here. And actually, realistically, I think you're going to be looking towards the bottom of Bitcoin at around $15,500. So right now I'm in a short position. As you can see, I'm anticipating Bitcoin dropping a whopping 8%. Now, what you can see as well that's very significant once we have a zone like this is a push higher than the previous resistance. And the reason it does that, guys, everyone's anticipating that when it breaks through that area that it's going to go long. And actually, usually, unfortunately, everyone tends to be wrong. The masses tend to get it wrong, guys. So that's why we need to be on the other side of things and looking at the possibility of this down here. Now, I'm not saying 100% I'm right. I could be wrong, could push further up. In which case it will get towards this zone here at around $18,000. And I think if that is to happen, then we're definitely going to see a further push like this. Ultimately, I do believe that we're going to be getting into this area down here for Bitcoin. And what that means for Ethereum is significant. Because Ethereum right now, towards that upside up here, actually doesn't have a significant distance to get. That's like 4.9%. When realistically, I think we're more likely than not gonna get pushed maybe up into this zone, but really we're still putting in these lower highs. I do see Ethereum rolling and getting down towards at least this level again. Remember, we are still in a bear trend. This is not a concrete brick wall that it can't get through. If we're pushing down lower and Bitcoin suddenly gets below these lows, then a lot of people will be triggered into sells down here. And what that will ultimately do will drive the price down here, because anyone who is going long and has stop losses here will flip them into sells and will push down. You could well see $1,000 get broken if Ethereum is unable to break beyond here. What we realistically need to see is Ethereum pushing up towards the $1,300 level, at which case I still do believe that we'll get to 1,300 and ultimately we will push down. I do think that this zone is pretty solid for Ethereum. So if you're looking to accumulate Ethereum, we do get another revisit towards this zone. It's a great buying opportunity, in my opinion, not financial advice, of course. But if you actually want to make the most of markets when they're going towards the downside rather than just waiting to buy on spot, then you can get across to Fairdesk. Now, a lot of people hate leverage trading, and I understand they have a fear about it, but actually what it allows you to do is risk far less money to be able to see a potentially better return. Whereas if you go into spot and you're buying into Ethereum, you actually have to put a lot more money in to see any sort of decent sized returns at all. So you're risking, so to buy one Ethereum paying $1,200 or $1,300 to make, let's say 10%, $120, you could risk 10% of an Ethereum, like $120, to potentially be able to double your money by using leverage trading. If you go across to Fairdesk, you can also get up to a $600 bonus, and you can trade that bonus pretty much risk-free, guys, if you're sensible about it, and then you can potentially see returns from just using your bonus to make those trades. Another really cool thing is if you're new to trading, you don't know much about it, you can jump into copy trading, and that's a great way where you can follow experienced traders like myself and actually be able to benefit from them shorting and buying the market as they see fit without you having to do anything other than just choosing a solid trader and following their strategies. There's also a massive competition at the moment where you can win up to $600,000 with this World Cup special. There's really low spreads, really low fees, fantastic platform in general, guys. Link down below in the description for Fairdesk. So guys, as it stands, what we're expecting Ethereum to do, realistically, if we are pushing back into their zone around $1,300, I do expect a rollover, and I do expect us to come back down towards these levels. Do you agree with me? Let me know down in the comments below. I understand that it's a tumultuous time within crypto, and the pain is not over, guys, until we start seeing significant breaks back up above and beyond this level. Ethereum is still putting in lower highs every single time, and it's not looking at all bullish. Make sure you get into my free Telegram, guys, which is linked down below in the description. If you want to get up-to-date analysis as it happens, I put that Bitcoin trade in the group this morning, guys, so that everyone could see it. And if you want to get on board with day trading, then it's a really great way for you to learn for absolutely free. There's also a premium group, which I talk about more in that group as well. Guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you're new to the channel and you want to learn more about Ethereum, Bitcoin, other cryptos, make sure you hit that subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.